Hey, it's your average consumer. I just want to let you guys know that this channel was made with the average consumer in mind. Alright, let's get to another tech video. What's going on, everyone? It's your average consumer. And today I'm going to be doing a review on the Google Nexus 7. So, let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so here we have the Google Nexus 7. This tablet is made by Asus and it's Google's first Nexus tablet. And when we say Nexus tablet, that means it's going to have stock Android and there's not going to be any skins on this at all. So it's going to be as pure Google as it can be. So that means really fast updates. So when the next update comes out, these will be amongst the first devices to get them, along with like the Nexus phones. So that's really a great thing here. And what's really special about this is the fact that it has a $200 price point. Now tablets are usually ranging much higher than that. We all know that the iPad is really expensive. The Transformer Prime and Infinity, which are very popular Android tablets, are also in the much higher price range. So for 200 bucks, this is a really great deal. This is a 7-inch tablet and it comes with a quad-core processor. It is NVIDIA Tegra 3, which is really nice for gaming and things like that. And with Project Butter on Android 4.1, it makes it really nice to use to play games and, you know, move around the screen and such. And let me give you guys a quick example of what a game would look like on this. So I don't even know if my camera is doing it justice, but this game looks pretty good. This is Sonic, I believe Sonic Adventure 4 Episode 2. So this is really nice, and the touchscreen is so small enough that it makes it very comfortable to use this with, you know, to play this. So it's not like the awkward holding it like really far apart and playing. The controls are really nice because they're so close together that it really makes a pretty nice experience playing this. So there you got a glimpse at how nice the quad-core processor and the Tegra 3 chip work with the, you know, with gaming and Project Butter, and in the 7-inch form factor, which makes it really nice and easy to play games. And you know, the 7-inch form factor is really nice. It's a 1280 by 800 resolution, which means you can watch HD videos. The only thing is this is a 16 by 10 aspect ratio. So that means no matter what you do, you won't be able to see games in, like, you'll see the little black bars, in when watching a video. Let me see if I can pull something up. Alright, I'll just grab my latest video. And even though this is shot in 1080p, you can see that it has little black bars. They're not very noticeable, but it's just something to note. Now, as for the feel of this feels very nice in the hand. You can hold it with one hand and kind of, you know, do whatever you have to. You can jump into whatever programs you want. And it just really is very nice and easy to use. It's very portable. You can really stuff this in your pocket even if you wanted to. So it's really nice that it has this nice form factor, very great for traveling. And just so you guys can see a comparison of what the 7-inch form factor looks like, you can see it here compared to my HTC One S that has a 4.3-inch screen. And you can see just how much bigger the Nexus 7 is compared to it. But it's really not by too much. So it still gives you that small, portable feeling. But for those of you who think that, you know, this is too close to the size of a phone, it's really a lot bigger when you put it side by side. So you still get that tablet experience. Because these are big phones by no means is this a small phone. This is a pretty big phone. And this is considerably bigger. So it's definitely still going to give you that tablet feeling. And the back has this really nice feel to it. So it makes gripping it really easy. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry much about like scratches or anything like this with this kind of material. So that's always a plus. And unfortunately, like on the back, there's no rear camera, but I think that's okay. Taking pictures on tablets is pretty awkward, and it'd be much easier to just grab your phone and take a picture. But the Nexus 7 does at least include a 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera, which is good for using Google Talk to video chat or Skype or anything like that. I've used it and had no problems. I actually really enjoyed it. I've been able to do Hangouts on Google Plus, and just very, very happy with the quality that I was getting here. So one of the really great features with the Nexus 7 is Google Now, and being able to ask the Nexus 7 pretty much anything. And it's really quick and very accurate. So here I'm going to show you guys an example. Who is the Emperor of Japan?
Japan Emperor is Akihito.
And there you go, you have the Emperor of Japan. And what's really great is that it also gives you that answer as well as some Google search results if you want more information. So that's really, really neat. And the same way that this has been very accurate, you can use this for typing messages and emails just by talking to the keyboard, and it'll write out everything you say with really great accuracy. I'm going to give you guys a quick example. And here you guys are about to see me use the dictation to talk and convert that into text. All I have to do is hit the microphone button. I am currently reviewing the Nexus 7, period. I hope everyone likes it, period. And there you go. Very accurate, very, very nice, and very fast. So this can help you with create some really quick messages as long as you speak clearly into it, and it works really fine. So this is definitely one of my favorite features, and I really like the way that this works and how accurate it is. Now this comes in 8 gigabytes and 16 gigabytes for $200 and $250 respectively. But the thing about that is I've opted for the 8 gigabyte version because there's just so many things that I use on here that I can access through Google's cloud. I can go to access all my music from the Google Play app, and anything else is pretty much online. So I've really only used the space to fill it up with about apps, to be honest, and that's been working out just fine for me. If you're someone who travels a lot and you want to put your music on here because you won't have access to Wi-Fi or your videos, then maybe the 16 gigabyte might be a better choice. But me personally, since I'm always around Wi-Fi, I figured I'd just opt for the 8 gigabyte version. And this thing is packing a 4,325 milliamp battery, which means it's going to last you a pretty good amount of time. I've been able to get a couple of days on this without a charge. So with really light usage, decent usage, I've been able to do that. My only gripe with this tablet altogether is the lack of Flash support. As you guys might or might not know, Adobe Flash has been ceasing all of their updates for their Flash app, which is really kind of bothersome because we would love to see that on 4.1 and with Google Chrome. So Google Chrome doesn't really support Flash, and Flash isn't really supported on Jelly Bean or anything like that. But what you can do, you can avoid the whole issue with that and sideload Flash onto here and use something like Firefox. I'll probably put a video up to explain that a little bit more, but it's really nice that you can still at least find a way around Flash without having to hack your device, as root it or hack it in any way. So that's still a pretty good thing. The only other fault I would have is not being able to rotate the screen on the rotate the home screen. But there are apps to remedy that as well. Here in my notification bar, I have an app. I forget what it's called. I believe it's the Ultimate Rotation or something like that. I'll put a link down in the description to let you guys know. But with that, I've been able to flip the screen with no problem and kind of avoid the whole not being able to rotate the screen. So there are options out there if you're worried about that. So I really like that. I can still do that. A lot of the drawbacks, there are ways around it, and I love it. So you can make full use out of this tablet as long as you know the little tips and tricks to get you there. And with a $200 price point, I just feel like this is a great bargain. It doesn't have the craziest specs compared to some of the other tablets out there, but for 200 bucks, this thing will do everything you want it to, and quickly and very smooth, thanks to Project Butter and Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. Pretty much that's all I had to say about this tablet, guys. It's really great. I'm loving the experience so far. Battery life is great. The screen resolution is great. It's just on point. Unfortunately, this is my third one. My first one had a couple of pixel issues, but it functioned fine, but it had some really weird pixel issues. It'd be harder to explain it than it'd be worth. So that one I got scrapped. The second one was absolutely terrible. I think it had every problem in the book, as far as a dead spot in the screen side was lifting. There were tons of issues. And it was even weird when I left it in an air-conditioned room, it started to freak out and do things on its own, which I've never seen anything do before. So it's really odd, couple of things. Some people have been getting some faulty products, some have been getting lucky. But, it's the first couple of, weeks, so there's going to be bugs at first. I'm sure they'll get that down. But overall, my experience of this has been really wonderful as soon as I got a completely fine working one. And I definitely enjoyed it, and I definitely suggest you guys check it out if you're interested. I would recommend it to anyone who wants a low budget tablet that functions just as well as a higher budget one. So this has been my review on the Nexus 7, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. If you're interested in a tips and tricks video to learn any of the stuff like I have here, please let me know and I'll get to that as well. But till then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.